Book is by Mark Millar and John Romita Jr., or if you want to say Mark Millar. Um, they kind of finish it up. They do all three books. But like I said, only today, or right now, I'm going to do Kick-Ass 2. God damn. I had the hardcover for the first book, and I have currently the hard book for the second one. Book one starts off with Mandy or Mindy. I can't remember if her name's Mindy or Mandy. I just literally fucking hold on. Does it say? I can't even remember, man. I can't even remember. Hold on. Mindy. Right. Alright. So, I mean, I remember it starts off with Mindy training Dave to become a better superhero. Just a stronger fighter in general. Protect himself. I mean, she's still just too fast for him, just kicking his ass. And then it starts off with her finding some dudes to train with them, and like fucking like giant ass macho bald men, like look like a bunch of presumably Russians, maybe maybe even Mandalorian, Mongolian. But yeah, I mean, it's, nice, stuff. I mean, I don't know how else you'd, I mean, I'd have Kick-Ass maybe just like fucking running, like towards something, like running it, chasing somebody. That's how I'd maybe start this book, but I don't know. I don't have to fucking, it starts off as it starts off. It doesn't really matter. It escalates, and I mean, I don't want to keep fucking hyping up or overhyping, so. I guess actually they are three grown men with severe learning difficulties. I was really close to saying something pretty offensive, but they honestly looked like Mongolians. In one panel they actually have ginger hair, so they kind of look like a bunch of Irishmen. But it doesn't really matter what nationality they are, honestly. They're trying to normalize Mindy, and for as real as this book is, I think they're trekking towards unrealistic territory, I guess, because it's just like, I don't know. Don't get me wrong. There are some people who have like this, this like a desensitized lifestyle. They have no idea what normal lifestyle even. I mean, I'm probably one of those people too. But I don't know. Continuing on, man. One side, just like in Kick-Ass 1, they kind of like jump forward to the ending, and then they kind of jump back. But this kind of seemed like it was almost like, well, let's just kind of do it again. I mean, if they do it for Kick-Ass 3, then it's just like, oh, okay. I mean, it's kind of funny, but at the same time, though, it's just like, I don't know. I mean, once again, I'm like literally pulling flaws. I mean, shit, son. I don't know what's gonna happen. I mean, they're not small. They're really small, though. Like, I don't really have that big of a deal with it. Just pointing it out. And once again, I kind of do this shit, like I said, for like personal reasons, kind of like research. I don't review it or rate it or whatever. So, as I said, Mindy's not allowed to be Hit Girl. If I didn't say that, then since all of the what's happened in Kick-Ass 1, more people are becoming superheroes. On the download during all this, there's a bunch of supervillains kind of forming together under Chris, or Red Mist. I think he changes his name in this. He does. It's something stupid as hell. Currently, Dave's meeting with one of this guy. I mean, he was walking this one dude. The one dude's like kind of been talking to people online. They want to form a team. Don't know if you'd be interested. He says yes, so they're doing that now. Yeah. issue number 1. I guess there's only 7 issues in this book. Ends with, like I said, Dave meeting the team. Walking over to the team, and last 2 panels anyway, is Dave seeing the team, and technically the leader of the team saying, "This is justice forever." Now I'm going to go into issue number 2. I really like the whole team thing. I mean, like, once again, it's trying to make like a realistic version of what superheroes would be in real life. I guess that's what this is supposed to be. So the various heroes on this team, you got the first 2 that announce each other themselves are called Remembering Tommy. It's because they lost the dad was going into the grocery store, but dogs weren't allowed in. So he had his little kid, or his son, watch the dog outside, so no one would take it or the dog wouldn't run away. When he came back out from the grocery store, the dog was still there, but the kid was gone. And they've tried finding or looking everywhere for this kid, but the kid's gone. So that's why they're doing that. That's why they're superheroes. Then you got Night Bitch. She said that her sister was murdered and found in a dumpster. You got Insect Man. He's a police officer that's tired of the system. Battle Guy is actually just a friend of Dave's, literally one of his best friend. But he said that a bunch of other shit, some dark shit like, I became Battle Guy after my parents got shot on their way home from the opera. Son of a bitch didn't just kill them. He made me watch them while he cooked them and ate them. I can still hear him laughing about Mom's big ass. Did I tell you he spent all Dad's credit cards on pay-per-view porn? He told us, man, what a fucked up asshole. I only hope we get a chance to say hello to him someday. And that's the fucking English major. That's Dr. Gravity or whatever. That was the dude that Kick-Ass was introduced to the team to. And I guess Battle Guy's real name is Marty. I guess it's his. I remember Todd or Dave's friends are named Todd and Marty. I guess Marty's his closer friend. One of the guys still hasn't mentioned who they are. 2 of the guys didn't mention who they are. But I think that they're part of like their ex like mafia guys. Yeah. Hold on, let me just read up a little bit. The last 2 guys are Colonel Stars and Lieutenant Stripes, and they're just some ex-mafia guys. Alright, first word of Chris's super villain army that he's been on Twitter and collectively finding all these fucking villains. I guess the intention is to fuck up New York City. That's where they live. Funny scene is when Dave's screaming "Justice Forever" on top of a fucking building roof. That's what I was looking for. Alright, first order of business for Justice Forever is they're gonna stop 6 particular gangsters that have been selling, have been pimping out a bunch of like girls as young as 16, and they're having a card game. It's about to get bloody. I mean, they bluntly beat the shit out of a bunch of, essentially all 6 of the guys. The one guy they're trying to find, they get Sophia, their Colonel's dog, to take a nice little chomp on the dude's crotch. But once again, they are being offensive. They're going on the offense instead of the self-defense, and I think that's the big problem with even in Kick-Ass 1 with Big Daddy. It's not like a flaw in the story, but it's a flaw on the part of Big Daddy going after on the offense once again, and not on the defense. Because because there's a lot of repercussions for what they're doing. Especially, I mean, like you're going into some very uncharted territories. Scum is always replaced with more scum. Full panel spread of the dog bite on the crotch. That pretty much ends book 2 or issue 2. Number 3 starts with issue 3 starts with finishing the mission that Justice Forever started on at the end of 2. Something that the colonel and the lieutenant do is they carry around guns with no ammunition. They didn't end up killing anybody. I think they just beat this, just pretty much just like stop doing what you're doing. True vigilante work. I mean, it's like Punisher light. It's cool that they were. I mean, there's some small moments, but they're pretty big. This is some things that Dave's thinking. The Colonel was the most inspiring guy I ever met. He taught me that being a superhero wasn't all street brawls and chasing drug dealers. Of course, kicking the shit out of people was still an important part of the job, but sometimes it was as simple as taking blankets to the homeless or volunteering as a local hospice. Taking blankets to the homeless or volunteering at a local hospice, leafletting for missing persons, or even just giving blood from time to time. There wasn't a lot of crime most nights, and even if there was, it usually happened miles away. Fuck. There was a lot of crime most that you get that. All I wanted to say is, once again, like, they're not just like beating the shit out of drug dealers and whatnot, like you said. Like, they're doing all these other things that superheroes got to do. Like, if I were to do a superhero book like Spider-Man, I'd do like one where like the superhero is trying to find a missing person. In issue 3, Dave's talking about how there's more people joining the team, essentially, just walking on patrol. And then there's kind of like these lone people. You got Moonbird, who's making sure drunk girls get home every night. And then there's this social activist called the Enforcer who works, I guess, mainly on the transit system. So like they're all over the place. It's pretty cool. Dave is able to get his other friend. Well, I think Dave and I can't remember. Hold on. Marty. So Dave, Marty, and Todd are now all superheroes. Dave's really trying to still get Mindy, or Hit Girl, but she's still trying to keep the family together, or her family together specifically. In this issue, Dave's dad finds out he's Kick-Ass, finds his costume. Dave and his dad get in a heated argument. Dave leaves, and I think he's heading back to Justice Forever headquarters. Colonel was laying down the table. He was alone with his dog, and a bunch of thugs came in, presumably from Red Mist villainous group, and they just killed the dog and the Colonel just now. Red Mist, or he changed his name. I think it's like to the motherfucker. I think his name is now. But I think he called his gang the Toxic Mega Cunts. Chopped off the dog's head, chopped off the Colonel's head, and put the dog's head on the Colonel's body. Some fucked up shit. The end of 3. That's the end of 3 anyway. It ends with Mindy seeing how an amateur superhero, aka the Colonel, just finding out on the news about that death. And that gets us into 4. Chapter 4, or issue 4. For some reason, I don't know, for some reason it just didn't feel so realistic, and now for some reason, by this point, the beginning of 4, Mindy's talking with her mom's boyfriend, or I don't know if it's husband, I'm not sure. No, it's not. I think it's like boyfriend by this point. She's like, I could easily solve this problem. I could take out the whoever killed the superhero, and I don't know his name. I have no idea what his name is right now, but uh, he's like, it's not your problem. You're only 11 years old. You shouldn't even have to deal with this at all. Just do your homework. But she wants to be a hit girl real bad. Now, honestly, the next scene that's coming up, I don't even know how in the fuck they even were able to show it. But it's one fucked up scene upon another fucked up scene. This is like literally desensitization to the extreme, and it only gets more and more extreme. So, the motherfucker, aka Chris, he gets his toxic mega cunts to go into this neighborhood, and so they can find Katie. They ask some kids. The kids point and tell them where Katie is. The motherfucker then guns down all the kids, and they go find Katie, and I think like she gets raped multiple times. Basically a train is run on her. It's really fucked up. This book is literally, once again, they're just showing how good a good person, like a good superhero, can really be a real good, or a real superhero would be like, and then this is what a real supervillain would probably be like, and it's grotesque, man. It's fucked up. They're just killing like everyone left and right in the neighborhood. They kill Katie's father, and like I said, they're now gonna go and fucking rape her multiple times now. Like, even one of the goons was like, whoa. But by this point, you fucking are in too deep now. Cops are beginning to show up. Multiple cops. So one of the villains, called Mother Russia, she was the one that killed the colonel. She's now going to shoot down a bunch of fucking cops. She got up to 10. She killed 10 cops now. As far as I got the panel-wise. And this is all literally so that the motherfucker can have more time to rape Katie. And also get away. 27 dead and over 80 injured. All from just this one fucking incident. Jesus. And a lot of them got away. They totally got away with it because they could just take off their fucking masks and shit, and no one would even know it was them. Police go on a crackdown on both superheroes and supervillains. Anyone posing online as a superhero or whatever. Dave's dad says that he's kick-ass, so he goes to jail. Red Mist texts Dave and tells him that he should go after his dad because he said, "Forget the bitch, it's your old man. You should be worried about, you prick." They were just visiting Katie in the hospital. So now Dave's running to his dad, where he's gonna find out his dad once again is getting arrested for saying he's kick-ass instead of Dave. That ends issue number 5. We're now going into, or issue number 4. We're now going into issue number 5. His dad's in prison, on Rikers Island specifically. This is where the roller coaster just fucking, you just tick up that hill. It's about to go fucking down so fast, and it's such a big fall. Holy shit. And then there's gonna be, and you think that the fucking fall's done, but it ain't done. There's a second fall. Now the motherfucker, or Chris, has gotten Chris's dad to be hanged while at Rikers. Some people just just got him killed. And also sent Dave a text message of the body. So that's how the viewer finds out anyway. It's really fucking sad. Once again, that's one drop. And it's just, I'm gonna say once again, if you aren't really affected by this, you might be a little desensitized. It's only about to get way worse, man. Maybe you don't maybe this isn't your fucking thing. I am kind of spoiling it, but I honestly suggest you would read it before fucking listening to me spoil it, but whatever. Dave is just completely like fucked up on like sleeping pills, so he can't really feel anything by this point. But he's at a funeral, and they're like the rest of the team, the Justice Forever, were let out of jail, and all or prison or whatever. And they're like, we'll do whatever it takes to get revenge or whatever, avenge your dad or whatever. And he's like, nah, this should be more than enough to prove that we shouldn't be fucking with him anymore. But he flipped the page, and they fucking bomb Dave's dad's funeral. And I think there's even gunfire going. Yep, and there's also gunfire. So, dude, I'm telling you, man. I mean, I wish, once again, I mean, you're probably too late now, but when I first read this shit, I was like, oh. And I guess to, like, literally, trying to put myself in the shoes of this again, because, I mean, I already know what's happening, but when I read this shit, it was pretty fucking, it was crazy, man. Yeah. The masked men that detonated Dave's dad's casket and then started firing upon the audience. Just took Dave. That was the plan, and now they're gonna fucking do some crazy shit to him. They get Dave in the van, they beat the shit out of him, and then a bunch of gunfire from outside the van starts striking some of the henchmen. And it is indeed Mindy. She's finally in the fucking game. I flipped the page and then she says, game on, motherfuckers. I didn't read that, so that's kind of funny. But that ends number 5, and we're now into number 6, which, like I said, continues on. She's still on the fucking the van, and the only thing that's keeping her on the van is the bullets, the bullet holes that she shot into the van. She's puts her fingers into the holes. They're trying to get her off the fucking van, clearly. But she eventually gets them all and kills them all. They get back to, I guess there's a furniture store. That's where the secret villainous headquarters is for Chris's toxic mega cunts. They're just joking. Well, not joking, but they're just still talking about how there's a shark at the bottom of the tank, and it just hasn't really been moving. But the truck, or the van, just arrived. And Mindy and Dave just got out of the van. And now they're just slicing up and beating the shit out of people. Dave makes a pretty good point. What the hell is up with these freaks anyway? Why do they always want to burn down the city? Or burn the city down? Don't they just even know what that means? Chris Genovese's got asthma, for God's sake. Where's he going to get his medicine if he burns down all the drugstores and goddamn hospitals? It's pathetic. I hate shit like that. He just heard it in a superhero movie and thought it sounded cool. Christ, it's like they're all just such fucking assholes. Which is pretty true. I mean, like, a lot of people, I mean, it's not really even, they're not doing it for humanity. I mean, maybe they are, but they're just doing it because they're doing it against humanity. So. Alright, so the villains have just set off a bunch of bombs all around New York City. And they're starting the fucking, whatever the fuck plan they're doing. Specifically, they just blew up Dave's apartment and all of the comic book stores all at once. I mean, essentially, they're just doing this giant-ass, like, terrorist attack. All the villains are now starting to shoot people, chop off people's, like, heads, fucking arms, necks. It doesn't matter. It's the full-on assault. The end of issue 6 is heroes against villains. I think in Times Square, specifically. So you got, I think Mother Russia's her name, the Russian bodyguard, who just like essentially did all the damage. She's fighting Mindy. and she's now kicking Mindy's ass. And it was Motherfucker against Kick-Ass. Yeah, I mean, it's pretty. I mean, once again, it's pretty intense fighting. Definitely. I mean, I can't remember how much of it is the same as the movie. I don't remember how much. Because once again, they did Kick-Ass, the first one into a movie, and Kick-Ass 2 into a movie. Once again, I feel like this one. I mean, the book, in my opinion, once again, is always better than the fucking movie, typically. And as Mindy's getting her ass kicked, she literally was probably gonna get pummeled to death. Marty and Todd just happened to show up, but they were just trying to hide, and it distracted the Russian chick and long enough so that Mindy could shove a piece of glass into her throat, and then shoved some glass into her stomach, into her back, kept like stabbing her, and then cut off her head. It's pretty intense. So the superheroes end up defeating all the villains, but the cops show up and they can't tell the difference, so they're just essentially taking everybody down. Chris is starting to run away. That's the motherfucker, Red Mist. He's running away after getting his ass pummeled by Kick-Ass, but Kick-Ass now chasing him. Actually, so I don't remember how much of it is the same, but I do remember at least the movie. I believe they get into a fight, and it ends with Kick-Ass pushing him off, or not pushing him off, but him falling off the building. I guess he doesn't push him off, but he hits him off the building, and he falls onto the ground, and he's really fucked up. And he just is like, "Can you just please call an ambulance?" Yeah, it's an intense fight. I mean, this is like, essentially, if this is like the boss battle, this is like round 2, essentially. They're now on a roof, and it starts with Chris battering Dave in the back of the head with some paint cans. I mean, that's all he's got. Dave's got, he's got a little bit more fighting in him. He's been practicing fighting. Chris is dirty, throws some nails in his eyes and face. Kick-Ass ends it with a baton to the face, and like I said, he falls off the building. And I mean, he should have been dead, but nah. Chris even asked him $50,000 so they can just get away, and Kick-Ass is like, "Fuck no." I just want to read the dialogue. Suddenly it was over. Suddenly it was all too real, and I wasn't the Punisher, Batman, or some guy from an action movie. It was me standing in a wetsuit, looking down at some kid I'd just pushed off a building. My hands were shaking, my stomach burning, and my head felt like it was going to explode. Police sirens wailed all around the city. I'd murdered someone. This was actually happening. I'd taken a human life. What the hell was I gonna do now? Dave? Can you hear me? Huh? I'm pretty messed up, but I don't think it's as bad as it looks. Could you call me an ambulance? I promise I won't tell anyone you lost your temper. I promise get you not into trouble. It just really, really hurts, and I need to go to the hospital. I can't feel my legs. I'm so fucking scared. Please. I won't even mention you, dude. Nobody needs to know you totally freaked out on me. I can't believe I'm doing this. I must be out of my freaking mind. Emergency services. I need an ambulance up on 5th and Broadway. I've got a guy with a broken neck and some kind of serious internal injuries. Some intense shit, man. Cops end up seeing motherfucker on the ground, and then they also see they don't see Dave, but they see someone on the roof. But Mindy's grabs him, and they start running. Some more inner dialogue from Dave. She saved me, just like superheroes are supposed to. She risked it all just to get me out of there, and suddenly I got why they embraced us like they did. Why the movies were created in such a dark decade. Why these characters were created in the first place. We all need a little color in our lives and the certainty of a happy ending. Because real life doesn't work out like that. Mindy steals a car while, allowing Dave to run away. She steals a cop car specifically. Um, and one of the cops or detectives or lieutenants, whatever, is, well, she's a superhero, so she's not gonna, run me over. And Mindy ends up crashing or crashing her car out, or spinning her car out, crashing it or whatever, because, not end up hitting the guy. And they arrest her. And cops say they just pretty much rounded up everyone. There's just a few strays left. Dave, Marty, and Todd end up evading the police. And that kind of ends the book. Mindy walking into custody, police custody. Yeah. Honestly, in my opinion, I still think it's technically the better book. I didn't know the beginning was kind of a little rough, but it sped up. It was a nice ass roller coaster ride, man. I truly enjoyed it. Still, it definitely makes me want to read number 3. What happens? She's now in jail. Does Dave continue? I don't know. Realistically, once again, I don't know what more is there really to say for Kick-Ass. But they made, some hit girl books. I am interested in honestly reading those. There's also kind of like, I don't know if it's a reboot or whatnot, but like there's a new Kick-Ass, and it's not Dave. I think it's a girl. Specifically, I think she might be black or she's Latina or whatever. Which is no big deal. It's kind of, once again, how I feel about. Maybe he's making a commentary about the whole thing. Mark Millar seems to be doing that with this book, anyway. But yeah, to be honest, I think like most of the characters are. I think all of them are pretty much white, other than, I think Margus, which is Mindy's stepdad. So. Personally, I didn't really even think about race the entire time. I'm a white guy, so. But, now just thinking about that, there really isn't any too much black people. I think there might be a couple of. I think, like Dr. Gravity is minority. That doesn't matter. It doesn't really matter. It matters, but. I don't know. I guess we're gonna find out what the fuck happens on Kick-Ass 3. I think it was a very appropriate telling. Kind of what would happen if, superheroes actually, did at least somewhat heroic acts other than, basic stuff like, volunteering, doing community service, and, stopping the occasional petty crime or whatnot. I've seen, some documentaries on, real-life superheroes, real superheroes, and I'm not sure how much they really even can do. It's extremely dangerous. Honestly, if you want to really be a real superhero, best bet's probably firefighter or cop. Even I would say maybe even a soldier, a doctor, even a teacher could even be a superhero of sorts, or a professor, mentor of sorts. Many ways of being considered a superhero, modern day superhero or a real life superhero, without having to wear the costume. Yes, Dave is doing something ludicrous as being a superhero. Yes, Hit Girl is being even more ludicrous by actually killing people that hypothetically sometimes deserve it. But it just kind of really just shows one's dedication to once they know exactly who they are, and not giving that up. I don't know how many. I think he wanted to give up being Kick-Ass at least 3 or 4 times within these 2 books. He gave it up the first time after getting stabbed and getting hit by the car, but then he took the costume back, or became Kick-Ass again. I think, and then something else happened. A couple of times where he's like, I should not do this anymore. I really shouldn't be doing this anymore. I really should not be doing this anymore. But I don't know. Just deep down, you just gotta just fucking feel inclined to do it. I didn't think I was actually gonna do 2 podcasts today, and it fucking happened, man. I'm kind of really interested in reading number 3, but I also really want to watch a lot of Shameless. I want to just finish the fucking season 6 if I can. Things are going good so far. I don't want to talk about anything else. I'm gonna go to break. I want to get to the hour, because why not? So, be right back. Just in time too, I guess, coincidentally with the whole Watchmen show about the air, I think October 20th, I will be doing Watchmen. The whole book, I think I'm just going to do one sitting. I was thinking about doing a part 1, part 2, because it is a longer book, but definitely should most likely fit at least an hour, so that's cool. And sometimes some things are coincidental, like, am I doing it? I mean, are there other comic books I could do? I think all I really have left is some Kevin Smith comics, Ultimate Spider-Man, Amazing Spider-Man, and that's kind of pretty much it. There might be I think I might do a Batman book. I want to do The Dark Knight, actually, if I can. I don't have that book on me right now, but I could probably borrow it. But like I said, I'm gonna go on break real quick and kind of do what I gotta do before finishing this up. I've been eating pretty healthy up until every now and again I've been now. Sometimes when I don't have that fucking much money, so I'm just kind of living off of what I can. But I was actually legitimately feeling fat leave my body. I definitely can tell you right now, if you really cut carbs like bread and shit out of your diet, bread and juices and sodas and shit, any kind of sugars and stuff, and then you just you don't. I'm not really working out, and I'm still losing the fucking fat off my body. If you work out or whatnot, if you stretch a lot, it can help tighten your skin. But I have been I don't know if I'm still losing weight or if I'm gaining. I don't know. I just it'd be nice to just lose more body fat. Honestly, I don't need it. I don't think. A lot of my body fat is just based on my diet, so. I really want to start reading Kick-Ass 3, actually, and I kind of opened the book, and it kind of just starts off immediately off from where Kick-Ass 2 ended. So, man. I just still want to watch Shameless, though, so we'll see what happens. I might actually do that Batman book before Watchmen, but that's just based on timing and whatnot, maybe. I could be wrong, I don't know. In terms of podcasts, I typically watch a lot of podcasts, but I've been kind of really pushing myself not to, I don't know, waste my time, I guess. And there's some podcasts that just recently came out with some new episodes, and I'm I definitely, I really want to watch it, but at the same time, it's I got shit I gotta do, so. Technically, I still haven't even uploaded the last 2 podcasts, up to this point anyway. I've been just busy and kind of lazy too, but at least I'm recording it, so that's cool. And it'll be uploaded eventually. Kind of broke my streak of putting something online every day, which is fucking fine. I shouldn't even have started to do that in the first place. It was, I guess, fun while it lasted. Yeah, it's probably best to hold off on Kick-Ass 3, because I literally can't even fill up the last 6 minutes of this fucking podcast. I could probably pull up a fucking article or something, but for some reason I'm drawing a blank on pretty much everything. The only thing that I'd be willing to talk about, that I could probably talk about, shoot the shit for the next 6 minutes, is probably fucking Shameless. But, I don't know. I feel like I've talked about that enough. Hold on, I want to pull up a fucking article and figure this shit out. Recently I saw that 30 Seconds of Mars, what's his fucking face, Jared Leto, he dressed up like Kurt Cobain and did whatever the fuck, and he does look like Kurt Cobain, but honestly, man, just I don't know. I mean, I made the joke, which is nothing new, but like sending. I mean, plenty of people probably made the joke of just like he to be a method actor for the Joker. He sent a bunch of people rats. Yeah. Um. Oh shit, that's crazy. What? What the fuck does that mean? Um. Yeah, I mean, the other thing I was thinking about talking about is fucking the impeachment thing, but I don't really know too much more. I mean, either is or he's fucking not. It looks like he probably is. I mean, he's been saying a lot of fucking dumb shit. Little Peep, that's his fucking name. I forgot the fucking yeah. Oh, okay, I thought never mind. Doesn't matter. Yeah, this is pretty much like bare minimum scraps. Hold on one fucking second. I don't want to keep going. Yeah, that's interesting. For the time being, I haven't been able to find the Hate Rock instrumental, the soundtrack. I guess they did a soundtrack for a Scientology documentary, or I'm sure it's like anti-Scientology. Maybe I'm wrong, but so far, I mean, unless you buy it on vinyl, which I mean, if you're gonna be exclusive, do it up. I mean, people are gonna buy it, and maybe that's just all they want to do. I mean, they've kind of done that in the past, so. Man, really, I got fucking nothing now. It's just fucking crazy. I don't know, I guess I fucking got nothing, man. I am dead right now, I guess. I thought I mean, I have the energy, but apparently I don't have anything I could possibly say. This sucks. How the fuck am I not able to at least talk for at least 3 minutes about something? I mean, I guess I'm just overthinking it, because it's like, I could jump the typical route, like go back to talking about Kick-Ass and Kick-Ass 2, but I feel like I've already talked about it. What more is there really to say? I flipped through Kick-Ass 3 really quickly again. It looks just as intense as, well, maybe not just as intense, but looks like there's a lot of shit that goes on. We're closer to Halloween. Alright, fuck it. In Shameless, they were losing their house, but they finally were able to get it back. But this was after, like, Frank was, took all the copper piping, or took a lot of the copper piping out. Like, the house is even more fucked up, and it's got, like, they shouldn't even be living in the house, but they're doing it just based on sentimental reasons alone. I mean, they would also probably not be able to see Kev and Veronica as much. They'd probably live somewhere else. I think Fiona was just seeing that some of the closest places around are still pretty fucking expensive. I mean, they live in Chicago, and they're going through gentrification, their area specifically. And I didn't know really what that was. I mean, I kind of did, but now, like, literally to see it on the show. But it's kind of fucked up. And I'm sure it doesn't change. It's probably going to be like that for fucking, I don't know why they would not. I mean, I don't know. You just essentially are pushing the poor farther and farther away based on population. You just buy up their land, and, you just gotta have a lot of fucking money. You're essentially they were I don't know, they just were holding the land for the next biggest advancement for the city. Like, where I live in Syracuse, and we're kind of like, one buddy always described it as an edge city. And I could totally agree with that. I mean, like, it's pretty much a suburban area, but, as time goes on, inevitably, it's gotta add the sidewalks. You gotta fucking add the, public transportation, better public transportation. I mean, I would say it's like, I don't know if we're as big as. I think Buffalo might be actually bigger than us. Maybe. Um. But they might be a step ahead of us or something like that. Clearly New York City is like a couple steps. Like, I wouldn't say a couple steps. Like 3 or 4 steps ahead of us, maybe, or maybe just 2, maybe 3. But the whole buying up land from someone who can't afford it, or someone who paying pretty cheap for the land, and then upgrading it to the rent, making it way more expensive. And then adding all these the fitness places and coffee shops and whatnot. It's just how it goes, I guess. I mean, I kind of like the show based on that because it's really real, but I should have just been talking about Shameless the entire time. I feel like a dickhead for just not knowing what to talk about. I know I definitely just passed the hour, but I'll just make up for it a little bit. Nah, fuck it. I got it. Let's finish it up with some gentrification. It's fucked up. I don't know. I really don't know how you can reverse that, though. It's just something that's inevitably going to happen. Just too many people in the world. You can't. You know what I mean? It's not always going to be behind the house that I live in right now. There's a bunch of trees in the back, not my backyard, but behind the backyard. And I mean, once again, some people don't even have backyards. So there's that. But behind our backyard is trees and shit, like I said. Mini woods. But that's inevitably going to be a house or something. Inevitably, or a fucking field. Something. Give or take 10 more years. Maybe 20 max. But there was an apartments complex not too far off, but they chopped down some of it and added whatever they needed to. And one of the more popular places where I live, Cicero specifically, the traffic's kind of getting a little bit more horrendous, especially during the popular times. From fucking 5 in the morning, 6 in the morning to probably 10 in the morning, 11, but then it kind of picks up again about 3 o'clock to let's say 6 o'clock, maybe even 7. And once again, it's gonna have to get to a point where they need to have fucking really good sidewalks. They're gonna need really good public transportation. Otherwise, it's gonna collapse, dude. You can't just keep fucking filling up. I mean, imagine having a pocket and you just keep filling that pocket with shit. Eventually the pocket's gonna burst or shit's gonna start coming out of the pocket. Or you gotta build a bigger pocket. It's just, condense everything. Tear down old stuff, replace it with the new stuff. Just how it goes. Alright, I'm gonna finish this up. GRMBL, GRMBLS, on social media, Twitter, Instagram, all that shit. Kick-Ass 30 is next. And then depending on that, I'm either gonna do Watchmen or Batman. I don't know. Take care.